guys, this is Matt Brunet, and welcome to Movie News Weekly, hosted by FilmBook. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at what we got in this week's news, which includes Pixar defeats the Justice League, the big animation names, Poirot back on the case, getting that Community movie, the biggest heartbreak in animation, Captain Marvel's mentor, a nice Death Day present, Uma's getting ready to speak, the man who almost finished Don Quixote, and the lady in Gambit. So with that said, let's get things started. Who needs superheroes when you have another great original Pixar animated film? Coco managed to come in with a very successful first week during the American Thanksgiving weekend. During the regular 3 days, the movie scored $49 million, but with the addition of Wednesday and Thursday, the movie ended up with a 5-day opening total of about $71 million. This is a much better result than last time when Pixar released a movie during American Thanksgiving, where 2015's The Good Dinosaur became the company's first ever flop with a 5-day opening of $55 million. This would then follow with Justice League, where the film dropped down to second and started with less than $41 million and a 5-day total of less than $60 million. Which again is not a good sign for the fate of the DC Extended Universe if the lackluster performances continue. Following from behind includes Wonder with a 5-day total of $32 million, Thor Ragnarok with a 5-day total of less than $25 million, and Daddy's Home 2 with a 5-day total of less than $19 million. Don't worry guys, I'll get back to you when they reveal the nominees. Asifa Hollywood officially announced the winners of the Juried Awards for the 45th Annual Annie Awards, which is dedicated to the field of animation. For the Winsor McKay Award, which is to commemorate their lifetime achievement in animation, the winners include Oscar-nominated Canadian duo Wendy Tilby and Amanda Forbes, character animator James Baxter, and SpongeBob SquarePants creator Stephen Hillenberg. For the Juno Way Award for the charitable effort they put in the field, it goes to animation historian Didier Guez. For the iWorks Award, which specializes in the technological achievements in animation, that goes to the 2D animation software TVPaint. A Special Achievement Award will also be given to Studio MDHR Entertainment for their hit video game, which is an homage to 1930s cartoons Cuphead, and a Certificate of Merit, which will be given to David Nimitz, the caretaker of the late founder of the Annie Awards, June Foray. This won't be the last you'll see Monsieur Poirot. 20th Century Fox is now working on a sequel to their newly released Murder on an Orient Express called Death on the Nile. The company has confirmed that the writer of the first film, Michael Green, will work on the screenplay again, yet no official word if Kenneth Branagh, the director and playing the role of Hercule Poirot, will be coming back, but there is a strong chance that he will. At least to star in the feature anyways. The movie will be based on the 1937 novel of the same name by Agatha Christie, where Poirot must solve the case of a murder caused by a love triangle gone wrong during his vacation in Egypt. The movie was later adapted into a movie in 1978 that featured Peter Ustinov, Bette Davis, Angela Lansbury, Mia Farrow, George Kennedy, and David Niven. The movie would also later go on to win an Oscar for Best Costume Design. He promised 6 seasons and a movie, so he'll make 6 seasons and a movie. Dan Harmon, the creator of the series Community and co-creator of Rick and Morty, is still optimistic to create a movie based on his series. The reason for this is because some of the people who previously directed some episodes of the show would go on to become big-name directors, like the Russo brothers, now known to make Marvel movies like Captain America Civil War, and Justin Lin, the man who helmed Fast and Furious 3 through 6. For the latter, Harmon mentioned that he could possibly make this movie happen with Lin. He stated, "I hope I'm not talking out of a school by saying that. I'll get together with him every once in a while, or we'll have dinner, and we're talking. We keep trying to figure out how to do this. Those are the kind of guys, the Russos plus Justin, plus a humble little me. Maybe there is a way to secure the money at the momentum to make something happen." Personally, as an animation and Disney fan, this has been seriously hard to swallow. John Lasseter, the chief creative officer of Pixar, Disney Animation, and Disney Imagineering, is taking a 6-month leave of absence. This was in response to what he calls the painful conversations he's had about his missteps. Those missteps he's referring are the acts of sexual misconduct to women who worked at Pixar. These include uncomfortably putting his hands on girls' legs and thighs, kissing them on the mouth, and always hugging so he could make his move and enter in their personal space. Lasseter has sent out a letter to his artists and animators that also mention about his 6-month sabbatical. However, some of the victims have criticized the letter for underplaying John's actions as just an unwanted hug. Lasseter is often regarded to be one of the biggest influences in modern animation. With 2 Oscars and directed the first ever computer animated feature film, Toy Story, he was credited to shape what feature animation is today and has shepherded both Disney and Pixar to be the top animation studios of the industry. I guess the captain can have a man take some of the spotlight too. Jude Law has signed on to play as the male lead in the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe film Captain Marvel. Although his role has been unconfirmed, he will be playing the mentor of Carol Danvers. Law will be joining a cast that includes Brie Larson as the captain, Ben Mendelsohn as the villain, and Samuel L. Jackson returning as Nick Fury. The movie will be directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, and the writing will be done by Geneva Robertson Dwowert, which previous drafts of the script were done by Guardians of the Galaxy's Nicole Perlman and Inside Out's Meg LaFauve. The film is stated to be Marvel's first standalone female lead movie, where it will be a prequel to the first MCU movie, Iron Man, that will take place during the 1990s. Nick Fury is also said to be without his eye patch in the film. Captain Marvel will be coming out on March 8th, 2019. Oh, what a wonderful Death Day present! Happy Death Day has officially crossed $100 million at the box office this week, which includes gathering more than $55 million domestically. This is the 3rd movie from Blumhouse Productions this year that became a box office hit. The previous 2, M. Night Shyamalan's Split and Jordan Peele's Get Out, have made a total of almost $280 million and more than $250 million respectively. Directed by Christopher Landon and written by Scott Lobdell, the movie is about a college girl who keeps reliving the day where she would die and can only stop it by finding out who the killer is. With a budget of less than $5 million, the film opened very well by making it to first place with $26 million, making the 9th Blumhouse film to get that achievement, and now the 14th movie from the production house to cross the $100 million mark. The next Blumhouse movie, Insidious: The Last Key, will be coming out on January 5th, 2018. Now, give her some time, but soon she will be ready. Uma Thurmond made a post on Instagram wishing people a happy Thanksgiving and revealed that she will be coming out to express her thoughts on the Harvey Weinstein scandal, topping it off with a picture of her in Kill Bill. The post stated, "I am grateful today to be alive, for all those I love, and for all those who have the courage to stand up for others. I said I was angry recently, and I have a few reasons, #MeToo, in case you couldn't tell by the look on my face. I feel it's important to take your time, be fair, be exact, so happy Thanksgiving everyone, except you Harvey, and all your wicked conspirators. I'm glad it's going slowly, you don't deserve a bullet." Earlier this month, an Access Hollywood video went viral when Thurmond was holding back her response on the controversy by stating, "I've learned that when I've spoken in anger, I usually regret the way that I express myself. So I've been waiting to feel less angry, and when I'm ready, I say what I have to say." Yo, dude, is this it? Is it finally happening? In an interview with the New York Times, director Terry Gilliam revealed that he is close to finishing up the cutting of the film. Gilliam stated, "Well, we've almost finished the cut. We're just fiddling now, figuring out a few things here and there, so it's pretty much what it is. We've got still months of work to do on visual effects, sound, and music. But as far as the tale, it's pretty tight now, and it's surprisingly wonderful. I always hesitate to get too optimistic or too excited about the work I'm doing. I rather try and stay cynical and slightly distanced from it. When you fall in love with something, it's painful when it doesn't work for everyone else. But all the people who've seen it so far, they use the words, 'We're in love with this.' So let's see if they're right. For nearly 20 years, the director and former Monty Python member tried so hard to get his passion project off the ground. But after several setbacks, he was faced with numerous of failed productions. The most recent attempt, which finished filming this June, stars Adam Driver and Jonathan Pryce, and it will be distributed by Amazon Studios. The X-Men member can't be running around without a woman by his side. Lizzy Caplan is currently in talks with 20th Century Fox in order to play the undisclosed female lead in Gambit. The character of Gambit came from Marvel's X-Men comics, where a Cahoon has the power to control kinetic energy, where he can turn anything into a weapon. But his signature item is his playing cards. Before joining Professor Xavier's team, he was a member of the Thieves Guild. The movie will star Channing Tatum as the title character and have Gore Verbinski as the director. This will not be the first time that Gambit will appear in a movie, since he was in X-Men's Wolverine, played by Taylor Kitsch. As for Caplan herself, she has been proven to be quite a prominent actress. With credits like Cloverfield, Now You See Me Too, Allied, and 127 Hours, the actress even has an Emmy nomination for the Showtime drama Masters of Sex. Gambit will be hitting theaters on Valentine's Day 2019. And that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to head on down to film-book.com for all the latest movie and TV news, along with their columns on the box office and their theatrical release schedule. Also, you can follow them on whatever social media you'd like. And while you're at it, you can follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter if you're more into stuff like animation, Disney, and my weird sense of humor. If you are watching this on YouTube, then hit that like button and come subscribe to us, and also leave a little comment on what you think on the news this week. If you were listening to this on a podcast on iTunes or any other podcast service, then don't forget to rate and review what you just heard. Tune in next time for another round of Movie News Weekly, and until next week, see you later, dudes!